Have you ever felt a sudden wave of exhaustion after a healthy meal, or noticed a stubborn tingling in your feet that just won't go away, even though your doctor says your lab results look perfectly fine? Most seniors over 60 live with a hidden sense of comfort, believing that a standard blood sugar reading means they are completely safe from harm. They look at the numbers on their little plastic monitor, see a comfortable double-digit digit or a steady baseline, and take a deep breath of relief. But what if that morning reading is actually hiding a silent, progressive change deep within your blood vessels? The truth is, looking at a single number to measure your metabolic health after 60 is like checking the weather by looking at a closed window. You might see sunshine, but you completely miss the freezing wind blowing just outside. It is incredibly easy to fall into this trap, and millions of wonderful, health-conscious seniors do it every single day. You cut back on the sweets, you take your daily walks, and you carefully follow every piece of standard advice given to you. Yet you still find yourself waking up in the middle of the night with a strange restlessness, or noticing that small scratches take weeks to heal. You start to wonder if this is just what getting older feels like, or if your body is trying to whisper a warning that everyone else is ignoring. Here at Dr. Silas Redford Wellness, we believe you deserve to understand exactly what is happening beneath the surface, because your golden years should be defined by vibrant energy, not constant mystery and worry. If you want to protect your independence and uncover the real truths about longevity, please take a brief moment to subscribe to our channel and like this video. By joining our growing community, you help us share these vital, life-changing insights with seniors all across the country who are searching for honest answers. Consider the story of a wonderful 70-year-old grandfather named Arthur, who loved working in his garden and playing catch with his grandkids. Arthur was meticulous about his health, checking his morning glucose religiously and keeping it right where his physician recommended. He felt completely safe, convinced that his strict routine was an ironclad shield against the complications of aging. But what happened next shocked researchers who studied cases exactly like his. Despite his perfect morning numbers, Arthur started experiencing a strange, icy coldness in his toes that gradually turned into a persistent numbness. He couldn't understand why his body was failing him when his lab work looked flawless. What doctors rarely explain is that your body becomes incredibly clever at masking imbalances as you age, shifting burdens from one organ to another just to keep your bloodstream looking clean during a morning test. Most seniors never realize this until it's too late, but your metabolism changes drastically after you cross the age of 60. When we are younger, our cells behave like efficient, wide-open doors, easily welcoming glucose in to be burned as pure, clean energy. But as the decades pass, those doors naturally become heavier and more stubborn to open. Your pancreas has to work twice as hard, pumping out massive waves of insulin just to force the sugar out of your blood and into those resistant cells. So when you prick your finger in the morning, you are only seeing the final result of a massive, exhausting internal battle. You see a normal number, but you don't see the overwhelming flood of insulin that it took to get that number down. And the worst part is, this constant, invisible overproduction of insulin can cause quiet inflammation throughout your entire system, damaging delicate nerves and blood vessels long before your actual blood sugar numbers ever flash a red warning sign. Are you noticing that your energy levels take a massive dip around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, leaving you reaching for a snack or needing an unexpected nap just to get through the day? This common midday crash is often the very first sign that your body is riding a silent metabolic roller coaster. In a moment, I'll explain why this matters so much for your long-term memory and brain health. But first, let's look at why standard target ranges can be deeply misleading for someone in their 60s or 70s. We are often told that staying under a specific threshold means we are out of the woods, but this creates a false sense of security. It completely ignores how your body handles food throughout the entire 24-hour cycle. Your blood sugar might look beautiful at 7 in the morning after a long night of fasting. But what happens 45 minutes after you enjoy a bowl of oatmeal or a slice of whole wheat toast? For many seniors, their sugar spikes to incredibly high peaks after meals and lingers there for hours, quietly cooking the delicate proteins in their eyes, kidneys, and nerves. Because the fasting number is normal, these damaging post-meal spikes go completely unnoticed for years. Think of it like a river that floods its banks every afternoon, destroying the surrounding landscape, but retreats back into its channel by the next morning. If you only checked the river at dawn, you would think everything is perfectly peaceful, completely blind to the destruction left behind. This is exactly why simply keeping your blood sugar under control on paper isn't enough anymore. We have to look at the entire landscape of your health, focusing on stability and preventing those sharp hidden spikes that wear down your vitality from the inside out. Stay with me, because understanding this shift is the ultimate key to reclaiming your daily stamina and protecting your future independence. When these invisible spikes happen day after day, they trigger a process known as glycation, where excess sugar molecules lock onto your red blood cells and tissues like sticky glue. This makes your blood vessels stiff and brittle, drastically reducing the smooth flow of oxygen and nutrients to your lower limbs and your brain. Have you ever felt a sudden patch of dry, itchy skin on your ankles that no lotion seems to fix? Or noticed that your vision becomes slightly blurry after a heavy weekend dinner? These aren't just random inconveniences of growing older. They are your body's urgent way of telling you that the sticky, sugar-fueled traffic jam inside your microcapillaries is starting to take a toll. It can be incredibly frustrating to feel like you are doing everything right, yet still notice these subtle declines in your physical well-being. You might start avoiding long walks because your legs feel unusually heavy, or you might find yourself struggling to recall a familiar word during a conversation with an old friend. This brings us to one of the most vital secrets that modern research has uncovered, something that can completely transform how you approach your daily routine. Scientists have recently discovered a profound connection between fluctuating glucose levels and cognitive clarity in seniors, a concept that many top neurologists are now calling a major breakthrough in longevity science. When your brain cells are constantly subjected to rapid rises and falls in fuel, they lose their ability to communicate effectively, leading to that foggy, distant feeling that many mistake for normal aging. But please do not let this information discourage you or fill you with anxiety, because the power to change this trajectory is entirely in your hands. Reclaiming control does not require you to turn your life upside down or survive on a restrictive, joyless diet that leaves you feeling starved and miserable. In fact, some of the most effective strategies for flattening those dangerous post-meal spikes are incredibly simple, gentle, and easy to fit right into your current lifestyle. One of the most beautiful and scientifically proven habits you can adopt today is the simple 10-minute gentle stroll immediately after your largest meal of the day. When you move your muscles right after eating, they act like a natural sponge, soaking up the excess glucose directly from your bloodstream for fuel, without demanding your pancreas to produce a single drop of extra insulin. Imagine how liberating it feels to know that a peaceful walk around your neighborhood or a light cleanup around the kitchen can completely disarm a potential blood sugar spike before it ever has a chance to damage your blood vessels. Another wonderful practical shift involves the specific order in which you enjoy the foods already sitting on your dinner plate. Most of us naturally reach for the starches or breads first, but research shows that if you simply eat your fibrous vegetables and proteins before touching the carbohydrates, you create a healthy gelatinous mesh inside your stomach. This natural barrier slows down the absorption of sugars into your system, turning a sharp, dangerous metabolic spike into a gentle, rolling hill that keeps your energy perfectly steady for hours. You see, achieving true wellness after 60 isn't about aiming for absolute perfection on a laboratory printout. It is about giving your body the gentle, loving support it needs to maintain balance and harmony throughout the day. It is about choosing to make these small, empowering adjustments because you value your strength, your clarity, and your ability to watch your family grow without being sidelined by health fears. Every single positive choice you make today, no matter how small it might seem, sends a powerful signal of healing and resilience to every cell in your body. You are entirely capable of rewriting your health story, and you possess the wisdom and experience to guide your body into a beautiful, vibrant next chapter filled with strength and peace of mind. We would absolutely love to hear from you and learn more about your personal health journey. What are some of the simple daily habits or dietary adjustments you have discovered that help you keep your energy steady and your body feeling young? Please share your wonderful wisdom and experiences in the comments section down below, so our incredible community of seniors can inspire and support one another. If you found this information eye-opening and deeply comforting, please consider sharing this video with a dear friend, a neighbor, or a family member who might be quietly struggling with their health and searching for a ray of hope. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us today. Keep moving forward with confidence, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.